Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Embrace the Question. Tonight, due to popular demand, we are going to revisit the Hebrew word pictures. And we're going to take another example of showing how the Hebrew language is of a divine nature. Okay, if you missed the first video, the link to that I think is up here somewhere. But you will want to check that out first because I included more explanation of the purpose in that video. Okay, so let's start. We're just going to take an example and I am going to show you the significance of it in the Hebrew picture language, which was the language that preceded the modern or even the ancient Hebrew script. This is the picture language that preceded the written script, okay? Our example this time is Adam. We're going to take Adam and pull it apart and see what the name really means. All right, in the Hebrew, Adam looks something like this in modern cursive. Believe it or not, a backwards N is the mem, or the M sound, so Adam. In ancient script, that would look like this. There's the bull for our aleph. The dalet looks like, the D sound looks like that's a little more rounded than it probably should be. Let's go one more time. Isn't that interesting that that would be a D? Consider it, the dalet stands for a door. So a door in the times before Moses would have probably resembled a hanging curtain. Does that look like a hanging curtain? As time advances, then we have doors taking other shapes, like hinges. So the door would be mounted kind of like that. Does that look like an English D at all? That's pretty cool. All right, so that's the dalet. Again, the aleph looks a little bit like a squirrely bull. Means strength. Let's take away the weird nose. All right, so we have the aleph, the dalet, and the mem is simply that's horrible. Let's make sure I'm doing it right. I'm not. It goes something like this. And there are other ways to write these. That one is that one means water or chaos. Okay, you can see the waves. You notice that that's the part for the mem, the M sound, Adam. That's the part that we kept. We kept the M. How cool. All right, so we see a little bit. There's another version of the aleph. Modern D and an M. Flip that guy upside down and you've got Adam. All right. Now that you have that, what does it mean? What does Adam mean? So the aleph, the bull, is first. First, or strength. The door, Dalet, is a door, as we already kind of established. Or an entry, a pathway. We'll just say door. And the mem is chaos. Or water. So what we have, Adam is the first that allowed chaos through the door, or he was the door through which chaos came. That's interesting, isn't it? But also, there's something there with water, the water being chaos, right? Jesus hovered over the chaos, he hovered over the waters. So what I see here is he's the first, Adam is the first to go through the door of the water. Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense until you start to see a picture in John 3:5, which is Jesus' conversation with Nicodemus, where Jesus says, unless a man is born of water and the Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. So all of that stuff is hidden right there in John 3:5. All right, that is Adam. Let's do another one. Okay, this one we're going to do is bless. There's also another version of the word in the Hebrew, blessed, that are sometimes interchangeable, but there are also two actual words. If you're looking far enough, there's two different words that are used in Hebrew in the Old Testament. Blessed, bless. One means happy. This one means to worship. Or it also means to kneel like at an altar. That's the one where we see in Genesis 1, God blessed man when he created him. That's the one that's barak, to kneel as at an altar. Let's take a look at that. Genesis 1. Again, I'm using eSword here. There's our first occurrence right there. In eSword, it says, and God blessed them. And the word there is the Hebrew 1288, which is barak. You can see that it is a bet, resh, and a kaf. That kaf is a slightly different form because it falls at the end of the word, but it's still a kaf. We'll start with that understanding. The bet is first. Bet. Come on, pen. Bet, which means house. Resh, well, I just did the Hebrew script for resh. The actual word for it is, the actual script looks like a face, and it's very difficult to draw. You draw it kind of like this. And I think the idea is that that is supposed to be kind of a nose right there. And maybe an eye right there. Face. Alright, that's the idea. Ignore all the little details I put in there to make you see the picture. But that's the resh, okay? Means face or head, okay? Bet, resh, and then the kaf which to me looks a little bit like a menorah, but it actually means a palm, open palm. So think of it like that. an open palm, palm faced upwards. And a face. All right. So what does that mean? That's the B sound, the R sound, and the K sound. It's barak. Here's what's kind of interesting. The BR is Bar, Simon Bar Jonah. Or Barabbas, son. Bar is son. Barabbas, son of the High Father. Simon Bar Jonah, Simon, son of Jonah. So there's the bar, the B and the R, the house and the face, is the son of the house. Son of the house. And it's different than, say, a little toddler son. It's like a toddler son would be more like Ben. This is my little boy. Bar is what you reach at your bar mitzvah. A time it's a mature boy. So bar would be. It also applies to animals. Any animal that is out in the wild that can be self-sufficient. So a mature son. And palm is what they would use to cover. So palm also means the calf here also means to cover. Boy, writing on this is an adventure. So the actual meaning, the hidden meaning in the script is bar, which is son, ak, which is covered. So the covered son, or to cover tenderly like a son. What does that remind you of out of the New Testament? The prodigal, the story of the prodigal. The father runs out and he covers the son. And he ends up blessing the son because he's covered by the father. Well, I know that was a little bit clunky, but man, that was pretty cool. This language is amazing. It's deeper than the deep blue sea, and there is any number of things we could probably draw from this. But I'm trying to figure out how to make my way around the script itself. So I appreciate you guys staying with me. I thank you for your interest in this, and if you want to see more, let me know. If you have any specific words that I should tackle, it doesn't mean I can get them, but I can sure take a crack at it, and we'll see what comes from it, okay? Hey, if you haven't subscribed, do that. Thank you for all your support out on the blog. All that stuff's down below. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.